I work in sustainability consulting.
Do you have any like image about sustainability in Japan? Because we're not that like so in, you know.
Yeah, well, the problem for me is that I'm vegetarian. It has
Mhm.
become some sort of trip everybody has to do.
Can I ask you, where are you from?
I am from Germany.
Are you all from Germany?
The three of us are, and Jacob's from the US.
Can I first ask your main purpose here in Japan?
We're here for a month. We're just traveling the country.
I think you had a lot of like choices going around the world. Is there a main reason you came to Japan?
So my husband and I were currently on a 1-year sabbatical. So we spent a couple months in the US, and now we're here for a month, and then we're gonna continue traveling. Yeah.
So are you like working for a university?
No, we're not working right now.
You used to work for
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
not for university. I work in sustainability consulting.
You were working at a consulting firm. So can I ask you, what kind of work was that?
I was a senior consultant for sustainability issues. So I did a lot of sustainability reports, circular economy measures, just general topics, consulting other companies about sustainability.
So you were working in Germany? I think there's kind of big difference about the mindset of a sustainability here in Japan and like Germany. I think it's in Germany there's a lot of like a big movement. So can I ask like the situation, like hot topics
About sustainability in Germany? Well, there's a lot about going on about what kind of fuels or e-fuels or electrification of automotive there's going to be in the future. Then the topic of diversity has just come up quite a lot in Germany. How should companies deal with that issue? And then, of course, because of European regulations, a lot of companies have to issue a sustainability report. So a lot of companies have to figure out what to write in that and how to compose a report like that.
Do you have any like image about sustainability in Japan? Because we're not that like so in, you know.
I do not. I think that's going to be really interesting for me to figure out because, I mean, for me, the interesting topics are always like, how does a city work and function? And from what I've seen is how many people use public transport, especially in comparison to the US, is really interesting for me. And then also the amount of trash that's here, which is not existent on the streets, especially compared to Germany, and what you do with the trash after. That's my thoughts.
In Japan, working as a consultant is kind of an ideal career for like, actually for new grads. And I mean, the salary here in Japan, working as a consultant is a kind of way over average. Is it the same in Germany?
Kind of depends on for which consulting firm you work for. I would definitely say that we make a good amount of money. I don't necessarily know if it's justified by the work we do, and if it's an ideal career, I'm not quite sure. I think a lot of people who study economics definitely want to go into that sort of direction. I think there's also a lot of pushback thinking about what should jobs be, and if a consulting job is really something that is, you know, worthwhile, sustainable, and really helpful for society.
What did you use most here in Japan? Like food?
Oh, we just arrived yesterday.
Oh, really? Are you okay with the jet lag? I mean, you're from the States, right?
We came from the States. Julia came from Germany. We woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're adjusting.
Like 8 hours jet lag? More?
14 hours.
Okay, that's a
San
lot.
Francisco was our last stop. So.
Okay. Is there like anything you want to do in Japan specifically?
Oh yeah, we're actually going skiing. So we're gonna go skiing in a couple of days, and then we're gonna hike the Kumano-Kodo. So that's gonna be our 2 big things. And besides that, I'm just really excited for the food.
Is there like any specific food you are like willing to eat?
Well, the problem for me is that I'm vegetarian in Germany, but I figured out that I think I need to try fish at least. So we're gonna be eating a lot of sushi.
Is it like reachable in Germany, like Japanese food?
Oh yeah.
Is there any kind of difference between like the German Japanese food and like?
I really hope so, but I haven't figured that out yet. No, I mean, well, we eat a lot of Japanese food in Germany. Yeah, I feel like I just said that a lot of my German friends are traveling to Japan within the next month. It has become some sort of trip everybody has to do.
About you being a vegetarian in Germany, I mean, in Japan, there's not much of a vegetarian, and I think it's really hard to reach for vegetarian food.
Yeah.
Did you have any kind of struggles? I mean, in other countries, I think there are several countries in the same situation.
It's my first time in Asia, so I feel like it's gonna be a struggle for me in a couple of these countries. In Germany, I grew up in the south, which is traditionally a lot of meat-based. So there have been a lot of times where I go to a restaurant and the only vegetarian option is like a salad. We currently live in Berlin, and there is not an issue there. You go outside and you have a dozen vegan options.
Can I ask the story why you became a vegetarian?
I think there are three reasons:
Mhm.
health reasons, political reasons, and moral reasons. It's been, I think, 10 years now. I decided when I moved to Berlin, and it has been like that ever since.
Last question. I think it was interesting that you're gonna try to eat fish in Japan. As a vegan, I think you won't do that in Germany. Is there, I don't know how to say it in English, like a regulation, but like why you made that decision?
Yeah, first of all, it's going to be really hard for me to find anything that doesn't have fish broth in it. And then second of all, it's kind of this idea of how to experience culture. And I feel like a lot of the culture in Japan, at least, is based on food, especially traveling with two people who eat meat and fish. I've just made the decision that it's going to be easier for the entire group, and it's not going to harm me health-wise to eat fish for a month in Japan.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
皆様のご協力をよろしく